Good morning, students. Welcome back to your science class. Last time we had started with chapter heat. Today, continuing with the same chapter, we will be discussing transfer of heat. Transfer of heat is basically flow of heat from a body at higher to body at lower temperature. I told you last time that heat always flows from a hotter to a colder body or from the hotter to the colder end of the same body until and unless both the body attain the same temperature. Now there are various modes of transfer of heat which we will be studying today. That includes conduction, convection and radiation. These all are ways by which heat will flow from a hotter to a colder body, that is conduction, convection and radiation. Now let us read them one by one. First is conduction. Conduction is the process by which heat is transferred in solids from the hotter end to the colder end. That is, it is the mode of heat transfer in solid. Like suppose we take a metal rod and we place its one end on a flame. Okay, this is a flame and we have taken a metal rod and we keep the one end touched in flame, the end A. After some time, if you touch end B, you will feel that that also becomes warm. That is because heat has transferred from the hotter end A to the colder end B. Now how is this heat transferred? That is transferred by the vibration of the molecules, transferring the heat from one molecule to the other. Like activity, take an iron or aluminium rod or strip. Now fix a few wax pieces at equal distances and clamp the rod on stand. Heat the other end. The wax pieces begin to melt from the heated end, and this shows the heat is transferred from the hotter to colder end by conduction. That is, if we take a rod like this and on this we fix some wax pieces, or you can even fix some iron nails with the help of wax, you start heating the hotter end, you will find that these wax pieces start falling one by one. That is because heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end. This is called conduction. Transfer of the heat through direct contact, that occurs anytime objects at different temperatures touching each other. As long as the objects are in contact, transfer of the heat will continue until that object has same temperature. See, a very common example of this is that all the cooking utensils, when they are kept on the flame, the entire utensil becomes hot. In this case, heat is transferred from the flame to utensil by process of conduction. But we know that every kind of material, every kind of solid material does not conduct heat. Like exceptional cases are plastic and wood. That is the reason that cooking utensils have handles made of either of good quality of plastics, and sometimes we even make use of wooden spatulas or wooden spoons while cooking, because they are insulators and they do not allow heat to transfer through them. Okay, like conductors are the materials which allow heat to flow through them, like iron, aluminium and copper. Insulators are those materials which do not allow heat to pass through them, like wood, plastic, glass, rubber, air and water. Air and water, they are also considered as insulators. Okay, so conduction is a mode of transfer of heat in solids, but all solids do not conduct heat. Only the materials which are conductors of heat, allow heat to pass through them, and insulators do not. Next is convection, that is the mode of heat transfer in case of liquids and gases. Whenever we heat liquids and gases, like suppose you are taking some water in a round bottom flask and you heat it on a burner, you will find that kind of currents start setting up in this flask, because the molecules which are closer to the flame, they get heated up. The heated molecules are always lighter, so they move up. The upper molecules which are colder away from the water, they are colder, they are dense, they are heavy, so they come down. So as a result, kind of currents start flowing or setting up in the hot water. Similar thing happens in the air. Air molecules, when get heated up, they become lighter, they move up. Colder molecules are heavier and they come down. So convection is the mode of heat transferred in liquids and gases. in which the air currents or the water currents start setting up. A very common example to explain conduction, convection, and radiation is like suppose you have a ball. There are three boys A, B, and C. A is having a ball. He passes ball to B. B passes ball to C. Now they are transferring one by one the ball to the other person. Similar thing is the case of conduction, that is transfer of the heat from first to second molecule and from second to third. Suppose that now A wants to pass ball to C, but what he is doing, he's not involving B molecule here. A goes to C and gives him the ball. This is what happens in convection, that is actual movement of the molecules from their place. In conduction, the molecules are not leaving their place, they're just vibrating and they are passing the energy to the next molecule. In convection, the molecules are leaving the place, like the lighter molecules are going up and the heavier molecules are coming down. So that is called convection. Okay. After that, in case a very common example of to tell you about convection is sea breeze and land breeze. Sea breeze and land breeze happens because of the uneven heating of the water and of the land surface. Land has a property that it gets heated up fast and also it cools down faster. So this phenomenon of sea breeze and land breeze is observed very easily in coastal areas where there are water bodies adjoining land. So what is sea breeze? During day the land gets heated up faster, so air above land gets heated and becomes hotter. It is hotter, so what will happen? It will start rising up. Okay, warm air on the land will start rising up, and over the sea the land is comparatively cooler, so it comes down. So as a result, cool air starts blowing from sea towards the land. You can see from here, cool air, it is blowing from sea towards land, and hot air is going from where? From land to sea. Cool air, now when it is blowing from sea to land, that is called sea breeze. Okay. The reverse is land breeze, which happens at night. During night, the sea cools down slowly than land, so the hot air above the sea rises up and cool air from the land moves towards sea. Now the cool air is moving from land towards sea because land cools up faster as compared to sea. So air over the sea is warm and it is lighter, it rises up, and air over the land is cool and it comes down and it starts flowing towards the water. Now air is blowing from land to sea, from land to sea, that is why it is called a land breeze. Now the cool air is going from land to sea, so this is called land breeze. So land breeze and sea breeze, that is because of the uneven heating of the earth's surface that results in convection currents. Okay, so most of the pressure differences which are created because of the uneven heating of the earth only results in blowing of the wind and even in storms in some cases. Next is radiation. Radiation is that mode of heat transfer which does not require intervening medium, like the rays of the sun which are heating us, which are coming from such a great distance. There is no medium in the space coming through vacuum, so this is a mode of transfer in which the heat is transferred without involving the intervening medium. Okay, that is a process by which heat is transferred without the help of any medium, like the heat which is coming from the sun. Okay, even if you are sitting at a distance from the fire, you feel the heat. That is because of the radiations, heat from the sun. That is why our skin, it feels warm on sunny day, because we are getting that heat due to the radiation. See the same example for the molecules which we were discussing, that passing the ball. Now if in this case A, B and C, three people are there, A wants to give ball to C, but he himself will not be passing, he is not leaving the place, and he just throws the ball to C. So that would be the case of radiation, in which it is not involving the intervening medium, not leaving the place, but just transferring the energy. Okay, so now you can understand the basic difference. In conduction, the molecules are vibrating, passing the energy, they are not leaving the place. In convection, the molecules are leaving the place, hotter molecules rising up, colder molecules coming down. Radiation is a mode of transfer of heat energy which does not involve the intervening medium and just passes on the energy from the source to the object. Now, dark and light colored surfaces. We know that in summer we always prefer to wear lighter colored clothes as compared to winters where we prefer to wear dark clothes. A very simple activity, if you take one black pot and one white pot, keep water in that and keep it in sunlight. After some time, you will observe that the water which was in black pot becomes warmer compared to the water in lighter pot, in white pot. That is because black color absorbs more energy, more heat, whereas compared to it, white color is a good reflector. It reflects away the energy. Okay, so dark colored clothes or dark colored utensils, they have a property of absorbing more energy. They are good absorbers. Okay, if a thing is a good absorber, it is also a good emitter or a good radiator. Okay, radiator means a substance which radiates or gives out energy. This is the reason why we wear light color clothes in summer, because light color clothes will not absorb much heat. They will reflect away the heat and our body keeps cool. Moreover, cotton is porous, so our sweat can evaporate from it easily, which gives us cooling sensation. As compared to it in winter, we always prefer to wear heavy clothes, woolen clothes, and also dark color clothes. Dark color clothes because they will absorb more heat and keep our body warm. Woolen clothes which we wear, they have air traps in between them, vacant spaces, right? That the sweater which you are wearing, it is having air pores, and air, I told you, is an insulator. That is why it traps the heat energy and it does not allow our body heat to escape. And that is why we always feel warmer and cozier in woolen clothes. Similarly, when you're taking quilts or blankets, they are doing the same thing. They are trapping your body heat by the blanket of air, which is an insulator. Okay, so that is all about this chapter. Now you go through the entire chapter thoroughly, and next time we will be discussing the exercise. Thank you so much.